Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily, and on this channel you will find lots of bookish content as well as other things that interest me. So before hopping into my May wrap up, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping this video can be really quick. I am recovering from COVID, which I don't know what order any of my videos are going up in because I'm filming this very late. However, I hope to have a really big reading month in June. I'm over halfway through June at the time I'm filming this, and I've already read a ton, so I didn't want to combine months again. So I'm going to be quickly chatting about all the books I read in the month of May. There were 7 of them, so let's just quickly hop right into it. First, I finished The Crown of Gilded Bones by Jennifer L. Armentrout in the month of May. I read this book. However, I find Poppy to be completely insufferable, honestly. The dialogue in here is really bad, and I get really thrown off by the really YA, like young YA tone of this book. And then the sex scenes. I will link in the cards, whichever side it's on, the reading vlog where I'm reading this and talk about it more in detail. The last 20-ish% hooked me enough to want to continue. I don't know if I'm completely crazy for saying that. I might be, but these books are just so big to hate read. I gave this 2 stars. Next, I read Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. This is from her Wicked Villains series, which are steamy Disney retellings, and the first book is following Jasmine and Jafar. This doesn't have much plot in it, but it was exactly what I needed following this. Just something fun and short. It is slightly over 200 pages, and it did take me a while to stop picturing the Disney film characters because that really threw me off. It was dark, steamy, short, like I said, exactly what I needed at the time. There was enough plot in here to keep me interested in that way. I mean, there's not a ton of plot, don't get me wrong, but there is an undercurrent of a little bit of something, and I give it 4 stars just based on my enjoyment, honestly. Is this a work of art? No. Did I like it? Yes. Next, I read The Risk, which is the first part of the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. This is a collection of novellas, I guess. It was 132 pages and is available on KU. I gave this book 3 stars. I enjoyed my time, but it was nothing revolutionary. I felt like I needed a little bit more background info, but apparently this gets better and better as you go along. In this, you are following a woman serial killer who starts dating this, I think he's FBI agent, some kind of law enforcement agent, and then finds out after that he's actually following her case, but he doesn't know. I feel like shit's gonna hit the fan, honestly. We just barely kind of touched that in this first very short book. But again, it's like dark romance. We do know that something really horrible happened to our main character, and now she's picking off these men on a list. There is a revenge plot happening, but we don't really know why at this point, and I'm intrigued. I am going to continue. Then I read Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is 5th book, is that right? Yes, the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series. I am reading through the series for the very first time this year. This is my favorite so far. I gave this 5 stars. It was explosive and fast-paced right from the beginning. So much happens in this book. I loved it so much. The ending is painful, and now I'm dragging my feet through Tower of Dawn. I didn't know until 150 pages into Tower of Dawn that there is a tandem read thing that you can do, which I think would have bumped up my enjoyment way more if I tandem read it with this, or if they were smashed together and split into 2 books that way. Like, there's enough plot and stuff happening in here for it to extend over 2 books and then alternate in the points of view that we're getting in Tower of Dawn, because we're following different characters in Tower of Dawn from these people on a tandem timeline, if that makes sense. But so like all these things happened in this book, and then we almost like start at the beginning again at this other part of the world with other characters, and we're going through things again, but without all the fun plot. So I'm dragging my feet through Tower of Dawn. It's taking me a really long time to get through it. I'm just around the 50% mark, and I've been reading it for 3 weeks. So, but this isn't about Tower of Dawn. This is about Empire of Storms, and this book was incredible, and I gave it 5 stars, like I said. I like to ramble. I thought I'd get through this much faster. I next read Comfort Me with Apples by Catherine Valente, I don't know. This is a very short horror novella. It was very confusing. Everyone kept talking about how atmospheric it was, and it was to a point, but like not extremely so. I really enjoyed reading it, and the messaging behind it just like blew me away, honestly, at the very end. Like when you have the reveal and then you start like putting the pieces together, because this is a very short book. It was kind of crazy. I gave it 4 stars because I don't think it, even if it were to be longer, it could have been a 5-star read. It was really good, but not like something that's an absolute favorite. I don't want to touch on it really, like what it's about, because it is so short, and like you don't really know what it's about until the end. So if you're into something that's a little creepy, short, and that might blow your mind, I don't know, then pick it up. It's not like horror nightmare inducing, but it's not fluffy, that's for sure. Then I read Winter by Marissa Meyer, the 4th and final book in the Lunar Chronicles, my first series that I finished in 2022, and I started that series in 2018. Ooh, that's crazy, honestly. This book was huge. I did give it 3 stars. Again, it took me forever to get through. Same with Cress. I really liked Cinder, the first book. I loved Scarlet, the second book, and then Cress and Winter, I just kept dragging my feet. Like, I don't know, like nothing happened in so many pages. And I also don't really feel like everything wrapped up super nicely. Like there were still conflicts and stuff at the end of the book. It was really strange. Overall, I'm glad I'm done the series. It is a sci-fi fairy tale retelling type of series, and in this 4th book we're mainly following Princess Winter, who is based off of Snow White, and she, at first when we were first introduced to Winter, I thought she was like a young girl, like 10. No, she's like 18. It was very strange. I don't know how to explain it. And the last book in the month of May that I read was Guild by Raven Kennedy. I actually read this on KU, and then I won a book giveaway on Instagram from Faye's Bookshelf. I can link her down below. I'm very excited. She's an author and is finishing up her first book, and it will be released later this year, and it sounds amazing. But that's besides the point. I did win this from her. She sent it to me off my Amazon wish list. She surprised me with this book. This is a King Midas retelling fantasy romance series, dark fantasy romance series. Definitely look up trigger warnings if that is something that you need to do, especially on SA. I don't want to alarm YouTube, so we are following a king in his gilded castle, and It says gold. Gold floors, gold walls, gold furniture, gold clothes in King Midas's castle built at the top of the frozen mountains. Everything is made of gold, even me. And she is human, like she is a person, but like completely gilded, except for she has like white teeth. But she can like still move, like she's not solid or anything like that. And I end up giving this a 4.5 star. I really liked it, and I'm reading this for the Fantasy Romance Book Club by basically Bookish Reads, or Sahar. She is hosting a fantasy romance book club where we read one fantasy romance book every single month, and first we are reading through the Plated Prisoner series. So in the month of June I hope to get to the second book, Glint. Hello, Domino. What you doing? He likes being on the window ledge that I have everything propped up on, so now he's annoyed that he can't look out the window. But I'm really excited to continue this series. I wasn't really sure where it was going to end up going, and we veered way off the path that I was thinking of, and I even almost cried at a point in this book, which I don't usually do with this type of series. But yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I'm excited to continue. I would like to get all the paperbacks. I think this is going to be a 5-book series now. The 4th book, Glow, is just released, and then everything changed from like, you know, book 1 of 4, book 2 of 4 to now out of 5. So I don't know if Raven Kennedy wasn't able to fit in everything that she wanted in Glow, or she just changed direction. But I'm enjoying it, so I'm excited for even more books in this world. So those were the 7 books I read in the month of May. Let me know in the comments down below what you read in the month of May. I'm reading a ton in June, so I'm excited for my June wrap up, and there will be some reading vlogs to follow as well. I have a ton of content for this channel filmed already. It's just a matter of having the time to edit and get it all up for you. But if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.